We're gonna review some gameplay here. Scientist, what are you playing? Soldier right now? What rank is this? Well, I see RFP. This is top 500. It's probably GM 5+. Going on the off flank. This is a good flank. That's what Soldier does best. He's got legs. He's gonna come up behind this, put some pressure on the back line. Likes not to engage there a little bit because Ball's dead, so he's got to play a little bit slower. He's looking for something. He's being very patient. Unfortunate. There's a nice little setup there. Might be a confirmation there at some point. End up trying to 1v1 this Bastion. Just going to play for time, distracting people. Got to sleep out, so that's good. I think we're just keeping pressure up on this back line, staying alive as a priority. That's good. We've kind of lost that off angle. Almost confirmed the kill on the Zarya. That's super sad. Gets picked back up. Turn him back. We're going back for that flank now. Nice, confirm the kill. Kind of living in this gray area on the flank constantly. It's very good. It's a lot of space. Very annoying when soldiers do this. Might be some new angles here, honestly. We're gonna elect for the defensive position. I think that there's an opportunity to take these stairs and kind of play behind them even more so. But we got to keep applying the pressure. We're actually in the fight now. Reinhardt gets pushed up. Now we got this awesome little flank here. I think there's a lot more value to be had here. I don't think we actually even shoot the Bastion. I think shooting the Bastion alerts the only target that pushes you back a little bit quicker here. I think when you open this angle, don't look at the Bastion. As glorious of a kill he is, there's a Ana sitting right here with a nice little rocket. That'll be a lot more pressure. It might make the Bastion turn a little bit slower, but as soon as he feels those direct hits on him, you're alerting him and saying, hey, shoot a rocket at me and push me away. So we end up shooting the Bastion instead of opening up on the Ana. Didn't even know you were there, really. Don't get a whole lot of value out of it. I mean, we're still being annoying, resisting as a tracer flank. Ana goes for the sleep, misses, hits the anti on you. The second shot, that's unfortunate. As soon as she misses the sleep, I would start doing the strafe to, she's going to try to nade you right after that sleep. Like, just go to dodge the sleep. Don't re-peek for it, Respect the Ana just a little bit. If you respect her here, I think she's going to have the anti. You can just dodge this nade and then push her, and you can probably kill her here. So, like, there's the sleep. There's your signal to, if you're going to re-peek this, stay up there. Don't press any more W. You're just going to be like AD in this, and then you're going to bait the nade out. Like, you're going to come up and push her, and at this moment, you turn and sprint the other way. And then you re-engage her. So part of Soldier, what makes a really good soldier, and the best soldiers, which is so tiresome to play like, is you got to be using that sprint a lot more. You got to start shaking them up. You got to shake your feet a bit more. I would say you're not using your sprints enough here and utilizing what that is in this 1v1. But she ends up pushing you back. That sucks. We missed the rocket. We want to line those up. At least we got some sustain here. We can drop heal soon. We're going to stay aggressive. Drop heal in the corner. Still looking for that Ana. She's kind of out. Very low value. Maybe could have even peeked up here. But the team's doing good shit. Nice. We catch the Ana with a little rocket there. A little bit more pressure. It's not terrible. Looking down main. I like this positioning. It's very good. There's the Ana right there. Ana peeks. She's got to be your priority. I think anytime she peeks, like, you probably could have killed her there. Instead, we elected to shoot a much sturdier target here. Still got to be looking. You got to be thinking, who's going to be walking up through here? The only way that Ana gets up through there is through walking through you, right? So we're shooting the Ram. Like, it's not a good priority of target. I think that you're just wasting ammo on Ram there and just kind of spamming. A nice opportunity pops up in front of us, which we have no ammo to take right now. But we do have the rocket, and we still see them, and we decide to rocket the tank. Instead of hitting the Ana. It's all right. We're going to sustain this position, not feeding the bubble, using our legs a little bit. We're dodging, staying moving. Venture recognizes the push. You're going to kite her back. Got to be using our legs here. We're in the turret mode. Kind of just holding down this defensive position. Look for the peek again. You hear the Bastion. Going for the Visor. The Kitsune. Nice little strafe. Get 2 picks here. That ram is one that just walked past you. Leave the Zarya. Focus different targets. Now we feed the Zarya. Ram dies behind us. End up pushing him down. Good stuff. Damn soldier practicing DPS. The coach becomes the coach. I banked that she would miss the ramp with a nade. Rob, I love you, homie. Yo, what up, Baha? Hey, hey, love you too, bro. At the pile drive, use our rocket. I think not a bad rocket. A little preemptive. It's nice having it on cooldown though. I like that rocket. That was good. Ball dies here. Not really getting a lot of value. So like this whole like flank you've been doing and you've been holding over here, I think you're a little afraid to take this angle, but I certainly believe that this is an angle that soldiers should be on. So I think you should full commit to this. Part of like before this ball even dies, I think you have to get off main at some point because you're kind of just like torrent mode and you're not getting a whole lot of value here on soldier anymore. The value is going to be on like if you run tracers, so taking this off angle and like opening this up, you know, pressuring the Juno and getting the tanks to turn or even Bastion is going to be a lot more value than shooting down main. Like you almost never want to shoot down main here unless there's some coordinated push like a Kitsune coming or Visor running. Like this is just super low value angle for soldier right now. Gotta start using those legs and developing this off angle like you did originally with the centerpiece here and this mini over here. Took it away. You took Baja wants what? I cry. Sorry, better. All right. So let's see. So yeah, very low value here. I'm not going to get a lot done. This is like, we're pretty much playing to lose right now at this point. We know we're going to lose. We're hoping and praying something is going to change, but nothing's going to change what's happening right now. All right. We recognize tempo is probably going to switch, start backing up, staying alive. Prioritizing your life is huge here. It's being annoying. This is a good little peek here, going for the high ground. I don't know why we go for that. I think that was very silly. I think there's a lot of opportunity that you could have just peeked over there. Looks like you're a little afraid to peek those. When you're on soldier playing these, you got to start taking those. You got to take that high ground. You have that rocket. Yeah, rocketing that. Try to stop rocketing tanks for no reason. Like rocket, like the squishies, rocket Bastion. You're gonna rocket a tank, then he's on some sort of clear focus for you. Bastion ends up capitalizing on that because instead of taking the angle that I think you're even safer on and having more open, like I would have peeked here, and you could have prevented a lot of this happening. I think that this was a big missed opportunity for you. Sucks that you die there. It happens. I mean, you have the right idea, but I think that you probably don't want to hold this platform. Like this is now the second time you did this at the beginning, and it was kind of working. You know, as for the opener, as they were pushed through, but I would take that bridge like deeper. You got to get comfortable living on the deep end. Not bad tracking, a little bit better tracking. We know we killed Juno there. That's okay. It happens. Still got good value. A little bad rocket. I like that rocket. But now, you know, we're really starting to get a little uncomfortable here. We're not playing like the same way. We're not taking that off angle. Like your power still is playing, you know, on these big off angles for him. You're gonna get caught out by the Venture. She's gonna push you out. I would have really liked to see you just run this way that you're running right now. Ooh, that's unfortunate. So sad. I probably been just sprinting the whole time there. I felt safe there with Curie, but I think she went away. Yeah, my aim is a weakness for sure. Yeah, you don't need the best aim, but it seems like your whole play style, the way that you got all this space has changed now. You've now flipped the way that you were playing soldier and to the way that you're almost playing to lose now when you're taking these angles. Like if your team is gonna die before you get set up, they're just gonna have to die before you get set up. That sucks. That rocket probably would have killed him there. Nice little stim and a Visor. Have to use some shots here. Very good off-angle Visor happening now. So much damage. The Venture catches you out. It's unfortunate. We gotta start using our legs there at some point. Start sprinting, protecting ourselves. We got so much value there, did so much damage. You know, start getting active again. All right, now we're back up on this off angle. Now this is actually where you want to be. Pulled just out of sight. That sucks. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you could have killed her. I think you know that too. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. It happens to all of us. That's all right. All right, we're playing a little too defensive here. Not going to get a whole lot of value shooting into these shields. I think we're scared of that venture now. Yeah, you're going for a high ground here. This is not a bad defensive position for Soldier here. You're kind of foregoing all the off angles, though. Come on, nice. From the Bastion with the Curie. Oh, she should die there, man. Developing that point. A little indecisive. Not sure where we should go right now. Pile drive is massive. Trying to punish this venture since she's been punishing you. It's the right idea on the rocket there. Just poor execution, right? All right, how do we do that? Okay. This is where I think you can start taking those annoying angles. Like, honestly, it would be sick if you could get up into like this building right here, you know, and playing up in here. But we're kind of like in the same spot here. You know, you start becoming predictable once you've hit this. Like, once you start recognizing you've sat on this platform 3-4 times, start thinking like, I need to open up a new angle. I need to do something a little bit different. You could run straight across from it, you know, straight across to it. Or maybe that's too much time, but I honestly think you could almost make it here because you guys are kind of getting set up. Bot is being pushed. You know, they're down to, it's tough, but we'll see how this kind of pans out. We're going to take that same angle, it looks like. Seems like you're really afraid to go here. I think this is such a good angle, but you keep electing to take this left side here. The best was get sucked off by more at some point. That sucks there. A little bit of reload control. We just give the high ground to the Bastion there. I think you want to stay doing what you were doing, how you started winning this match. So definitely can see that you're giving into the momentum here. You're kind of like letting them do that. Like you elected to create that play to make that happen, and now you're in like now you're looking at 2 shields constantly. So you got no good off angles here. I think that's the right idea. Get in there because then you can open up that angle on Moira. It's not a bad position to hold here, I will say. You're in position for the Kitsune. Nice. We just have so much power that we're sitting on right there. Like, if you're going to commit to that, just go, you know, commit to that. Like, start getting the full value of that Kitsune. You're going to get your rockets back faster. You're going to get your stem back faster. You know, it's going to be better to be sitting in that Kitsune and just railing off as much damage as possible. I like that off angle. That's so funny. Ball pushes Moira fucking out of your kill radius there. All right, we're starting to kind of take this angle here, and Bastion pushes us off again. Honestly, like, you got to make a decision here, you know. Like, I would have used this cover at the very least if you're going to keep peeking this. But if you're trying to look for momentum, just wrap back around, you know. You're going to have to 1v1 this venture. It's going to be tough. You know, you have a couple options here. This is kind of a hard one to assert when you see that. But you see Orbital going off, so there's a lot of value. Ryan's getting super aggressive. You know, maybe you rotate back through, you know, the middle here and rejoin your team. Because you've lost that high ground advantage. Or just retake the high ground advantage, you know, just walk back around. You're going to have to 1v1 this venture, and she's kind of the bane of your existence right now. She's kind of shutting you down just by being venture and existing, unfortunately. But we end up dying to that Bastion there. I don't think we had to die. I think we got a little bit greedy. There's cover in both directions that you could have sat under. So you gotta stay confident. Like, you started this map out super confident, and you've gotten into like this soldier that's like, even this, like, this decision to do this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like that you're staying here. But let's see what you do with it. Are you going to go default, or are you going to keep maintaining this? Because I think this is where you open those angles. Nice. You get the Zarya a little bit. use your stim really early. Venture's hunting you. You recognize that. And, take the mega. Gonna chase you back. It's not a bad little 1v1 happening here. But she actually just pushes you out. You get psyched out. Instead of developing any angles, like I would have pressed this Zarya and pushed all the way through behind them, and then opened up like some shit here. Honestly, they had already earned the space for you to not take this mini, so you got a little bit complacent. You should have been a little bit more aggressive. You got to start using that sprint button a little bit more, especially when you start feeling that momentum. Like, you got to this place, you have the lead because you're ruthlessly aggressive. You have to finish ruthlessly aggressive, otherwise you're just kind of conceding the space. Okay, so we go underneath. They're about the cab. This is your last ditch effort, your only option. And yeah, your team hasn't had a DPS for a while here. Power drive goes through, it's massive. We get the rocket. Minefields creates a lot of space. But at this point now, yeah, it's too late. That's tough. That's a tough loss, man. I think you played a good soldier. You got the fundamentals down on soldier. Like, you know what you're doing. Obviously, you need to work a little bit on your tracking. But I think you got to stay like ruthlessly aggressive. Keep creating those off angles. Don't be afraid to go into the deep end, because at worst you're going to get punished and you're going to learn something. But at best you're going to win that fight, and it's going to help you create better angles and you'll deal more damage. Your team pretty much shouldn't have a DPS there for the last like 65 seconds, to be fair. Like, you got out one Zarya bubble. You like made Venture look at you for a second, but they just, kind of jebaited you. You were not in a position of power.
Click, clack, the payload thrive. All eyes on the stream. BrobbenLive.